And welcome to Robert's Wrestling Talk. This is your host, Robert Red, and I'm going to be joined for this edition of Robert's Wrestling Talk by my first-time guest, Jami. How you doing today, Jami?
Good. How are you doing, Robert?
I am doing wonderful. So we have a jam-packed edition of Robert's Wrestling Talk this week. It's been a historic week in WWE. They started the draft extension this week with guys being on Raw and SmackDown. We're obviously coming off a great Battleground pay-per-view. So you ready to get this kicked off?
Let's go.
Okay. So for our very first topic on Robert's Wrestling Talk this week, since we are talking the brain split and stuff like that, is the question I wanted to pose to you is, do you think this really is a new era in WWE? Because with what we saw this week, we saw the debut of Finn Balor on Raw. He wins the first Fatal 4-Way that was announced to go on to fight the guy who won the other Fatal 4-Way, which was Roman Reigns, and the winner of that would face Seth Rollins for the new Universal title, which we'll get into one of our next segments. So do you really feel, Jami, that this is a new era in WWE?
I personally, with everybody being brought up from NXT, for both Raw and SmackDown, I think it is a new era. There are fresh faces. It's a different style of wrestling. It's going from old school to new school. And they're doing a really good job with it. It's gotten a lot of more people interested, a lot of more people talking. I'm pretty excited to see it myself. I think that, like, you see a lot of the new guys that have come in, these older workers have actually took the back burner a little bit and let them come out. It's a changer.
Yeah, I definitely.
And it's for the good. I mean, it's good. It has people more interested in it now.
Yeah, I'm definitely in agreement that this does feel like a new era. Just everything that they did about Raw and even on SmackDown, a change in the set, new theme song, new graphics. They've moved the commentators table back on Raw back to the stage. Just everything about the show feels fresh and different. So it does feel like it is a new era to me.
And we have the new commentators too.
Yeah, I mean, having Corey Graves at that on Raw, and then having Otunga back on SmackDown with JBL, which I'm not really a big fan of Otunga on there. I really wish we would have had Lawler to stay on that, but you get what you get at this point. I'm happy with all the changes that they have made, like I said, and production, just the way they have shot things. Ang's the announce table back, even the ropes going back old school to Raw is red and SmackDown is blue. That just got me excited. So I mean, this does feel like this is a new era, and even pointing out, like I was mentioning, Finn Balor, or him winning the Fatal 4-Way and then going on to face Roman Reigns, and them having Finn Balor beat Roman Reigns, who's been the established top guy, or the guy that WWE is trying to push right now, and to have Finn Balor beat him to go on to face Seth Rollins at SummerSlam for the newly created title. It just, to me, it feels like a new era, and I am very excited about it.
That was actually exciting for me because I have been waiting on them to bring Finn Balor up forever. And as soon as that happened and he got the win, my mouth dropped. I was like, did this really just happen? You know, are they really fixing to push it in this way? And I got excited, you know, like I was ballistic. And TJ, you know, my husband, he was looking at me, he was like, are you okay? I was like, they are doing so many cool things with this. You know, I'm not seeing any of this coming. And it's bringing me back to where, instead of, you know, okay, I'm in the wrestling business and everything else, it brought me back, honestly, as a fan.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just, you know, okay, well, I watch it and this and that and other because I love wrestling. It actually brought me back to where I got excited, you know, and that says a lot because normally, you know, yeah, there's some stuff I get excited over, but we see the same thing a lot. And with all this going on, I was like, wow, you know, I was taken back from it. And there's a lot of people out there that has too, because I've been watching Facebook and Twitter blow up like crazy over this.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, it was exciting to see Finn Balor because it was something new and expected, and it was fresh because I expected them to go Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. So to see that matchup to where I was like, wow, Balor's going over, and then like him debuting. And then even on SmackDown, and you could have went with like a Cena or something like that, but you went with Dolph Ziggler, which a lot of people are dogging on Dolph Ziggler being the number one contender. But the reason why I feel this is a new era is Dolph Ziggler for the longest time has been held down and he's been hitting that glass ceiling. And I feel like this is the start of a new era because you're going to see guys who maybe haven't had that opportunity in a while or never had that opportunity are going to shatter that glass ceiling and really get through there because I've really wanted to talk about this subject, but I feel WWE has a lost generation, and it's from stars about maybe less than 10 years ago. You had the Mr. Kennedys, the Carlitos, the Chris Masters that really didn't get made, that really they kept hitting the glass ceiling. So it feels like this is a new era because you're going to get guys like Dolph Ziggler who would get so far and then kind of hit that glass ceiling. Yeah. So, I do feel this is a new era in WWE. But that's all the time we have for this first segment. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere for Robert's Wrestling Talk. We've got more great topics coming up next.